This is the Jason Walker Show. Two-time National Sports Media Association Montana Sportscaster of the Year and three-time loser, The Jason Walker Show. The best local and statewide sports coverage, featuring the biggest guests from Montana.
Flint Rasmussen joining us here on The Jason Walker Show.
He's freaking exhausting, too. You used to dance a lot more. Yeah, I know, lady. I'm 51 years old now.
The NAI Hall of Famer Mike Van Diest joining us here, Jason Walker Show. And is it just a deal where quarterbacks have to be good golfers?
Well, that's all they have time for. They don't work out. They don't lift weight. They don't do anything else. They might as well go get on the golf course and at least have some fun.
And from across the country,
Doug Gottlieb, our guest here on the Jason Walker Show.
End of the day, remember, it's your show. It's got your name on it.
Howie Mandel, our guest here.
Jason Walker, deal or no deal?
the Jason Walker Show.
Hey, what up? What is today? Wednesday. Jason Walker Show back. Happy new month of April. Had a couple of weeks off, getting back into the saddle. And I'll tell you what we've been doing for the last couple of weeks. Some of it's really exciting. And so that is coming up. We are going to talk volleyball. We're going to talk a little rodeo. We're going to talk a whole lot of stuff today. Probably your auto contest performance of the week. Although we haven't had many sports to talk about for the last couple of weeks. Or spring break across the state in many areas over the last couple of weeks as well. Once the state basketball wrapped up, 3 weeks ago, I guess, almost a month ago down in Bozeman. So anyway, we welcome you inside the Man Cave, Jason Walker Show, and the Walk Up, presented by Montana Custom Log Homes. They are the premier log home company in the industry, 3 distinct divisions, so you can create the log home of your dreams and your budget. You've got milled, you've got handcrafted, you've got timber frame, and they are fantastic. They'll travel to your job site. They got a big job coming up in Indiana. They will build anywhere. They've built in the Bahamas. They're going to build a cabin. Start this summer for, I think, the wife and I. So, yeah, just check them out at yourcustomlog.com. They have over 15 different floor plans. Or you can go with your own. They'll work with you. It's fantastic. Montana Custom Log Homes. All right, so speaking of Montana Custom Log Homes, had dinner a couple weeks ago now, I guess, over in Missoula, because I was over there with the Providence softball team for a home series for softball at the University of Montana against University of British Columbia. Weather has caused all sorts of issues for high school and for softball in the state of Montana on the collegiate level as well. Carroll's had some games moved around. In fact, Providence and Carroll were supposed to play yesterday in Helena. They moved that to next Monday. So thank you, Mother Nature. We are officially in spring, but it doesn't look like it in a lot of places. Belgrade, Bozeman area, they just keep getting dumped on. This is like the winter that won't end. Winter weather that won't end. I mean, we're a couple weeks into spring now. So, but anyway, I was having dinner with Art and Robin at the Lolo Steakhouse. I've never been there before. Unbelievable steak. And just, they're so excited to be a part of this show. They're so excited to help you craft the log home of your dreams, your budget, whatever. But so anyway, over in Missoula, and unbelievable food at Lolo Steakhouse. And they're not even a sponsor yet. Maybe I should get on them. And speaking of Lolo, so my wife and I have talked about this a lot. We also have On This Day in History, the walk-off, and a whole lot more coming up. But A River Runs Through It. Great movie. Love the movie. 1992? Brad Pitt, Craig Sheffer, whatever, Tom Skerritt. Love the movie. It's fantastic. It's over 30 years old now. But here's the thing. There's a scene in A River Runs Through It where one of the brothers is dating the girl in Wolf Creek. Well, they live over by Lolo, right? And he calls her and he says, I'll pick you up. Well, Lolo, think about this. So when Norman McLean wrote this book, and it's about him and his brother Paul, right? So when he wrote this book years ago, but where it's set in what, the 20s, 30s, How long would it have taken to go from Lolo to Wolf Creek and back? Cars back then didn't go 85. Speed limit wasn't 80. I don't even know if they had a speed limit back then. But even just figure going 25, 30 miles an hour from Lolo to Wolf Creek and back takes longer than the movie, right? It probably takes longer than it would to read the book. So I digress just a little bit. Let's see. Last couple weeks wrapping up at the University of Providence. I'll be done April 30th on my notice, or my choice. Got to be too much just driving back and forth. Forever in Argo, right? Is that what you're supposed to say? But loved my time up there. In fact, I'll be up there tomorrow and Friday for softball. Speaking of tomorrow, we got a big show tomorrow too. We'll talk about that here in a second, and go from there. But so we'll be back more focused on the Jason Walker Show. We have some very exciting news. And if you've gone to our webpage, jasonwalkershow.com, and you may have scrolled over the top where it has all the, connect and watch, listen, sponsors, contact, stuff like that, there's a new tab. And if you click on it, you'll be surprised. We've got something new in the works, and going to really debut it in May, but it's going now. So for your listening pleasures, just check it out. If you so happen to go to jasonwalkershow.com, and the homepage menu, I'm just saying, there's something new on the right-hand side that you might want to check out. It's going to be awesome. And already is awesome. So having fun with that. And we'll tell you, we'll tease you more and give you all the details later this month. I mentioned tomorrow, April 14th at the Lewis and Clark County Fairgrounds, Joe Nichols is going to be in town. First met Joe back in 1997 out in Medford, Oregon. I've told this story before. He was there as a guest of our radio station that we had, Cat Country, KAKT, in Medford. I think it was 105.1 and 104.7. It's all coming back to me now. But it was around this time, in fact, a couple of weeks from now, 1997, we had our listener appreciation concert, and we had Neil McCoy, Pam Tillis, and Mindy McCready. Joe Nichols, huge fan of Neil McCoy, just starting out as an artist, and he had super, super long hair. But we sent up a vehicle, picked him up in Eugene, Oregon, where he was, brought him back down to Medford for the concert, and I'll never forget this. And we talked to him about this last year when we had him on, when he was talking about his new single. But Pam Tillis met him, or he met Pam Tillis. She thought he worked at the radio station. Felt so bad for the kid. He's not a kid anymore. Lots of great top 20 hits, and he will be in Helena April 14th at the Lewis and Clark County Fairgrounds. There's a rodeo the 14th and 15th at the fairgrounds. I'm guessing weather permitting. But Joe will be there, I think 9 o'clock. He goes on stage inside the exhibit hall there. So it's going to be awesome, but we'll have Joe Nichols on the show tomorrow. Looking forward to catching up with him a little bit. Let's see. We mentioned not a lot of sports going on because of the weather. And I feel bad. There is a sport you can play year-round, and that is volleyball. Midland Roundtable yesterday released the rosters for the second edition of its All-Star Volleyball Classic. This will come up June 10th at Lockwood High School as part of the Montana-Wyoming basketball series. So they'll play volleyball at 3 and then basketball games after that. So this year on the East, Rockies coach Yang Yang. One thing I've loved working up at Providence is getting to know Coach Yang. She's hilarious. If you ever have seen her coach, she's intense, but she is hilarious. She's very, very funny lady. The East roster, Riley Kagolashak, Ella Kincaid from AA champ senior, Ella Cochran, Avery Stuff, and Nora Allen from CMR. I've met Ella Cochran. She is an absolute sweet girl. Matea Tipton from Glendive, Allie Foster from Class A Champ, Billings Central, Aubrey Allison from Shepherd, Lindsay Lawrence from Jordan, and Bridger's Maya Goltz competing. Carroll College, Mo Boyle's going to coach the West, and her team will consist of Lexi Bear, Alexis Eggert from Sentinel, Lauren Heiser of Helena, Reese Sandow of Big Sky, Camille Sherrill of Hellgate, Daphne Ingle of Stevensville, Andy Duma of Manhattan, Zoe Albert from Big Fork, Isabella Cahill of Frenchtown, and Callie Kaiser from Twin Bridges. East beat the West last year in 15-5 in the decider. So there is that. All right. Pro days held across the state yesterday and today. You had University of Montana Pro Day yesterday. You had some Frontier players over there as well. Patrick O'Connell, Justin Ford, Marcus Wellnell, all had big days for former Grizz. You've got the Pro Day at Montana State going on right now, or today, down in Bozeman. And good luck to everybody competing down there. So there you go. Let's see. So we've got this question, and I want you to answer it. It's on Twitter, at Jaywalker Sports on the Twitter. Okay, here's the question, and you can go to at Jaywalker Sports and answer it. How many hits can one pitcher get in an inning, or give up in an inning, without giving up a run? So one pitcher, one inning, no runs, but how many hits can be allowed? Go to at Jaywalker Sports. We'll give you the answer coming up at the end of the show. It's a good one. It's really good. I like it. I like it a lot. Let's see here. Where are we at? Let's take a break. We'll come back, and when we return, we are going to continue talking sports. We'll have a Montana Rodeo Roundup, our first one of the year, coming up. The opening segment we like to call the Walk-Up. It is brought to you by Montana Custom Log Homes, the premier log home company in the industry. You've got the three distinct divisions we've talked about. They are family-owned, veteran-owned, woman-owned, and operated. Sweet family and great employees. They have over 50 years of the finest craftsman experience, the greatest or finest craftsman available, I think, in the West. And they will build you a home that's crafted to last for generations. Check them out, Montana Custom Log Home, yourcustomlog.com to get started today. We'll talk MCA, Montana Coach Association Hall of Fame, and Danny Sprinkle when we come back. This is the Jason Walker Show.
Strength, beauty, grit, superior craftsmanship. Our homes have it all. At Montana Custom Log Homes, if you can dream it, we can build it. With 3 divisions and over 50 years experience, we've got you covered. From a showcase home to a small cabin, we make your vision a reality. Because every cowboy wants a castle for his queen. Montana Custom Log Homes, crafting homes that last for generations.
I'm Bobby Houck, head football coach of the Montana Grizzlies. And this summer at the Montana Pro Football Hall of Fame, we're doing more than celebrating Montana's best. On Saturday, June 24th at the Billings Hotel and Convention Center, there will be a Speak Up Student Athlete Mental Health Symposium from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Prominent figures throughout Montana, such as Jim O'Day and Tommy Malott, will offer discussion and collaboration on how to better the mental health of our student athletes. After 3 Hall of Famers spoke about their own mental health last year, it's become apparent that we prioritize this topic at the Montana Pro Football Hall of Fame. Please join us on Saturday, June 24th, and for more information, go to the website mtfootballhof.com.
Yes, it's true that Montana is a long way from the Gulf Coast, but you can bring that Cajun flavor home with a stop at Cafe Zydeco. From po' boys to classic sandwiches, Cafe Zydeco has all the best Cajun in town. Are you in the mood for seafood gumbo or crawfish etouffee? Maybe you're craving jambalaya with some shrimp and grits. Head in for breakfast, lunch, or dinner, or call ahead for pickup or delivery. Cafe Zydeco will fix all your southern cravings, even on a chilly Montana day. Cafe Zydeco is a proud sponsor of The Jason Walker Show.
Who doesn't love being number one? When your team's dominating the standings, or your favorite band rocks the charts at number one, it feels good, right? Kind of like how it feels when you have auto insurance with State Farm. Because making you feel like number one is an honor your local State Farm agent takes seriously. Through the good times and not so good, your State Farm agent's proud to be here to help life go right.
Call State Farm agent Mike Miller in Helena today. Do you love to look at photos of Montana, from animals to landscapes and more? Are you looking for a place to get your senior pictures or family portraits done? Are you a business owner looking to upgrade the decor in your offices? Well, look no further than Mark LaRoe Photography. Mark has been shooting beautiful photos all across the Treasure State, from rodeos to portraits, and would love to work with you. Visit marklaroephotography.com to see many masterpieces of his work, then give him a call to schedule your own photo shoot. Or to purchase one of his fantastic pieces, stop by Spirit of the Big Sky Gallery on Custer in Helena. marklaroephotography.com. Spring is fast approaching and summer is just around the corner, so now is the time to get those windows tinted at Auto Concepts as the sun starts to heat up. Tinting is the best way to keep the sun out of your little one's eyes driving down the road. Plus, it just looks cool. Auto Concepts is your exclusive 3M dealer for tinting, as well as the best clear bras in town. Auto Concepts clear bras will not fade or yellow over time. And don't forget about suspension lifts and power steps for your rig too. Visit AutoConceptsHelena.com or check them out on Facebook. Auto Concepts, the auto enhancement professionals.
Summer, the season to work hard, play hard. The days are heating up and getting longer. The smell of fresh cut grass, the hot sun on your skin. We kidding. We all know you're really thinking about having fun and relaxing at the Copper Club Casino. Meet your friends for a cold one. Play a $5 or $2. When you want great service, cold drinks, and fun entertainment, this is the place. The Copper Club Casino, where everybody knows your name any time of year. On Euclid, across from Molendi Center, the Copper Club Casino.
Everyone knows about Dinners Done Right and the convenience of the cook and carry cuisines. It's so easy to just stop by and you have something for dinner that night. But there's also one more thing you need to know about. Dinners Done Right Grab and Go Salad Bar. Yes, I said salad bar. Always the freshest ingredients, along with a daily soup and nacho bar too. So the next time you are in a rush or you just want to eat healthy, stop by Dinners Done Right for the soup, salad, and nacho bar. For monthly menus and more info, it's dinnersdoneright.com.
I'm Brent Vegan, head football coach at Montana State. And this year at the Montana Pro Football Hall of Fame, we're doing more than just celebrating our very best. On Saturday, June 24th at the Billings Hotel and Convention Center, there will be a Speak Up Student-Athlete Mental Health Symposium from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Prominent figures throughout Montana, such as Jim O'Day and Tommy Millott, will offer discussion and collaboration on how to better the mental health of our student-athletes. After 3 Hall of Famers spoke up about their own mental health last year, it became apparent that we prioritize this topic at the Montana Pro Football Hall of Fame. Please join us on Saturday, June 24th, and for more information, go to the website mtfootballhof.com.
Store-wide savings are what you'll find when you shop for new home furnishings at Rucker's Furniture. This means tremendous values on Helena's largest in-stock selection of home furnishings. When you shop Rucker's, you'll find store-wide savings on the furniture you want for every room in your home. And you'll also find our selection of Serta iComfort, the most comfortable beds in Helena. 12-month financing is available with approved credit on most purchases over $299. Ask for details. You'll find store-wide savings at Rucker's Furniture, 1010 Dearborn, Helena.
Welcome back to the Jason Walker Show.
Welcome back, Jason Walker Show. Segment brought to you by Rucker's Furniture. Make the quality choice for your home at Rucker's Furniture, 1010 Dearborn, Helena. Got some good responses so far coming in. Okay, So you can go to Twitter at JWalkerSports and answer this question. And you got to think outside the box. All right. What is the most hits a pitcher can give up, giving up no runs, and pitch an inning? So how many hits can a pitcher give up, no runs allowed, in one inning? We'll give you the answer coming up at the end of the show. You gotta think outside the box on this one. It's not 6, it's not 5, it's not 8. My wife's like, I Googled it. Here's the answer. Nope. There is an answer. We'll give it to you. Hey, congratulations to the latest inductees into the Montana Coaches Association Hall of Fame, and four great ones. No, because then you'd still have 3 outs. Got this text. The limit does not exist. You could have bases loaded, pick off each runner, and continue the cycle forever. No, because eventually you're going to get to 3 outs, right? So no, that's not the answer. Steve Comack, Ed McNamee of Great Falls, Lon Carter of Helena of Capital, and Derek Schultz of Whitefish will be inducted into the Montana Coaches Association Hall of Fame this summer. Announced this last week. Comack, who is currently the wrestling coach for the men at Providence, 29 years in the business. He was 6 years head coach at Browning, 19 at Great Falls High, and has led the Argos the last few years and has done a fantastic job. Won state championships with the Bison in 2013, 14, and 15, and a great guy. Actually got to know him really well when he was coaching in high school. McNamee, the swim coach for CMR and GFH, the last 21 years. He's been coaching for 26. He's coached football at Western, assistant football, track and field, swimming coach at both public high schools in Great Falls. His swim teams have earned 28 state trophies. Great Falls girls won state the last 2 years. Boys won in 2010. CMR girls also won 5 straight back middle of this decade, or middle of 2008 to 2012. How's that? Carter's been at Capital for 21 years. Led the Bruins track and field team, the boys, to a state title in 2004. His coaching career, 62 years. He's been in Helena for 54, 50 of those at Capital. Hired as the boys basketball coach at Capital back in 1974. He was the first coach. Was there for 5 years. He also runs the strength and conditioning program over there and has been an assistant football coach. He is great. My favorite Lon Carter story, I went to interview him when I was still at the radio station, and I sat outside the hallway waiting for him to talk to his track team. And he was showing them film and stuff, and he's yelling at them. He's trying to get them all pumped up. And he comes out and he gives the interview, and we talked about the upcoming meet and stuff like that. And then this was when Kyle Nickel had signed to go to Carroll to play basketball and run track there. I said, tell me about Kyle Nickel. That's all I said. And it was radio, so you couldn't see it, but I wish I'd had a camera with me. The tears immediately started flowing. His love for his kids is undeniable. And Coach Carter is one of the best to ever do it. Schultz, 27 years at Whitefish, boys basketball assistant, head boys coach the past 3 years, head track and field coach for 24 years, been an assistant. Whitefish girls won the 2019 State A championship. Boys 97, 98, 03, 04, 06, 08, and 13. He was also the National High School Association Boys Track and Field Coach of the Year in 2017. This will be coming up Thursday, July 27th at CMR, and starts at 11:30 in the morning. So congratulations to those 4 coaches. Great, great guys. Let's see here. What else? Trey Mounts, Wes Moiai, competing today down in Bozeman. Let's see. Oh, this is good news. Remember a couple of months ago, we talked about Paige Paffhausen. Paige Holmes played at Western. We had Lindsay Woolley on the air talking about her. She had a C-section, got an infection from that, very life-threatening. And she's back home, back working, and has an adorable little girl. And congratulations to them, the Paffhausen family. So good news there. Paige back home and doing well. It's great to see. Love stories like that. Absolutely love stories like that. Got some Danny Sprinkle news that I was wrong. He's not the new head coach at Cal. Remember a few weeks ago I said he's going to be the new coach at Cal? He's not. Who they hired? Mark Manson? Played at Stanford. Was with the Lakers for a while, I think. I still think Sprinkle goes somewhere potentially this year. Hope not. Would love to see him stay at MSU forever, but he is a young and up-and-comer in the coaching ranks. He's been talked about nationally in national publications as someone to watch out for. Definitely. The job, is it Utah State? Utah State. Yeah, Utah State, I think, is open. Just saying. And I have no knowledge of anything. I hope he stays at MSU. I do. I really do. Coach Sprinkle is one of the best. How did your bracket turn out? Championship game, UConn, congratulations. A lot of brackets got shattered the first week. Some people, I think there was 45 maybe total in the nation, picked the Final Four correctly. Nuts. My wife did say that, speaking of Danny Sprinkle, that he's the best looking coach in the NCAA. So, I mean, she was a little girl when he was starring at Helena High. She was in awe, and little crush on the Sprink. I have one. I mean, he's a good looking dude. Let's see here. You got golf. You got the Frontier Conference tournament coming up in Vegas in a couple of weeks. And there'll be some Frontier Conference golf news to come out shortly in the next couple months, I would expect. Let's see here. Transfer portal. I don't know how you feel about it. I don't know how I feel about it. I think it's good if it helps your team. It's bad if it doesn't. And Montana State women, Trisha Binford, losing a couple of good ones. Basically, they're 2 point guards. Darian White transferring out for her fifth season. And yesterday, Grace Beasley entered the portal, or announced that she'd entered the portal, the backup. So tough stuff there. Man. Dougie Peoples, mentioned this a couple weeks ago. I told you he was headed to the College of Idaho. He is the Gatorade Player of the Year from Butte Central. All-time leading scorer in Butte history. Not just at Central, but he will be heading off to play for the defending national NAIA champs in the College of Idaho down there in Caldwell. That'll put, 3 Montanans down at C of I? You got a couple at Eastern Oregon. Philip Malatar from Arley, one of them. Man, just some great athletes in this state. Holy cow. And it just keeps getting better and better, right? Let's see. New head coaches for Bozeman and Gallatin softball this year. Has softball played any games across the state? I know some have. I know. But man, this weather, ooh, Nelly, it's tough. Can we do an Auto Concepts Performance of the Week? I think we should. Well, this was this week, so, we'll do it. Townsend Boys and Girls, our track teams, our Auto Concepts Performance of the Week. They won the big meet at East Helena Monday, boys and girls, both beating up on opponents. So, congratulations to them. Is it Jefferson boys the defending state champs? And could go again this year? Caden Sager of East Helena won the 200. Jack Johnson of Jefferson, the 4. 3,200, Byron Fanning of Three Forks. The 110 hurdles, Dylan Root, Jefferson, he's good. He also won the 300 hurdles. The 4x1, East Helena. 4x4 belt, shot put, Dalton Noble. Discus, Memphis Black. Dalton Noble of Jefferson, Black of belt. Jace Oxart of Jefferson. Javelin, high jump, Sam Henderson of Butte Central. Pole vault, Trevor Held of East Helena. Kyle Holter of Butte Central, no surprise. That kid is an athlete. Got to watch him play hoops the last couple years. He won the long jump. And Butte Central Sam Henderson won the triple jump. Tegan Wiggin of East Helena won the 100 girls. Mackenzie Pogany of Belt, the 200. East Helena's Michaela Carey, the 4. Townsend's Kaylin Sangre, the 32. Emma Conan of Twin Bridges took the 100 hurdles. Holly Newman of Townsend, the 300. 4x4, Three Forks. Shot put, Natalie Fisher, White Sulphur. Kylie Rowan of Three Forks won the discus. Ella Moudry of Butte Central, another good athlete, won the jav. Twins, Callie Kaiser took the high jump. Drummond's Maddie Yakos, the pole vault. Long jump, Emma McCauley of Jefferson, and Townsend's Caitlin Noyes won the triple jump. So just some local flair there. It almost rhymed. I think it did rhyme. I'm really hoping this weekend athletes can get going. Oh, we had this guy on our show last year. Izzy Moreno, Missoula Big Sky, won a national championship last year. He's heading off to Northern Iowa. So congratulations to him. That is awesome. Absolutely awesome. And what a great guy. Great family. And loved having Izzy on the show last year. I know that Carson DeRozier is doing well at the Citadel. Riley Bergeson at the Naval Academy. Man, just love it. Love it, love it, love it. So, all right, there you go. Let's see. Okay, so our question is on trivia, and there's no prize, just you get to be smarter than everybody else. You gotta go outside the box. Here's the question. You can answer it on Facebook or Twitter or text me. What is the most hits you can give up as a pitcher if you give up no runs and pitch 1 inning? I'll give you the answer coming up a little bit later on in the show. So there you go. All right, we did talk about this earlier. If you go to jasonwalkershow.com, and up on top, you've got coming up, home, watch, listen, sponsors, contact, donate, all that stuff. Please donate. But there's a new tab up there. Click on it. I think you'll like it. Let us know what you think. It's at jasonwalkershow.com. It's in a test phase right now, but lots of great excitement. And it'll be coming full-fledged in a couple of weeks. But as we work out the kinks and the details, but I wanted to give you a taste of what it is right now. I'm not going to tell you. You just have to go to jasonwalkershow.com and check it out. This segment brought to you by Ruckers Furniture. Make the quality choice for your home at Ruckers Furniture, 1010 Dearborn in Helena. And I feel so bad. So we went to Ruckers, or my wife did a few years ago, and got a beautiful kitchen table. Well, I told you about the new puppy we got New Year's Day. He's a puppy. He chews on things. He's chewed almost through one of the chair legs, the crossing part on the chair legs that holds it steady. He hasn't chewed on it for a while, but puppies chew on everything, right? Oh. Speaking of puppies, I ran this idea by my wife, and she didn't like it. Easter's coming up Sunday. If you got kids, you're going to do the Easter egg dyeing and the hunt and all that fun stuff, right? Yeah. Well, I was at the bank today, and the teller and I were talking about Easter and Easter egg hunts. And I remember growing up in Montana, it would snow every Easter. It's supposed to be in the 60s. We'll see. But if you have dogs, and we have 3, if you have dogs, do an Easter egg hunt for them without eggs, though. You do it in the yard with dog treats. I think it's a brilliant idea. Told my wife, she's like, you can do it. But it'll be fun. And you just put little treats out for the pups, right? You can weigh in on Twitter on that too. Would you do that for your dogs? I think so. I think it'd be awesome. Oh, great. She's home working today. I didn't lie about what you said. You literally said, you can do it. She said it would take like 3 seconds. And I said, no, you hide them everywhere. And she said, well, you can do it. You said 3 seconds. She's working from home, so she's right across the wall here and can hear the show. It's one way to get her to listen to it. All right, we'll take a break. We'll come back. I had something to talk about when we come back, and we will. Oh, it's cool. We'll talk about it next here on the Jason Walker Show. Hang on.
Store-wide savings are what you'll find when you shop for new home furnishings at Rucker's Furniture. This means tremendous values on Helena's largest in-stock selection of home furnishings. When you shop Rucker's, you'll find store-wide savings on the furniture you want for every room in your home. And you'll also find our selection of Serta iComfort, the most comfortable beds in Helena. 12-month financing is available with approved credit on most purchases over $299. Ask for details. You'll find store-wide savings at Rucker's Furniture, 1010 Dearborn, Helena.
Everyone knows about Dinners Done Right and the convenience of the cook and carry cuisines. It's so easy to just stop by and you have something for dinner that night. But there's also one more thing you need to know about. Dinners Done Right Grab and Go Salad Bar. Yes, I said salad bar. Always the freshest ingredients along with a daily soup and nacho bar too. So the next time you are in a rush or you just want to eat healthy, stop by Dinners Done Right for the soup, salad, and nacho bar. For monthly menus and more info, it's dinnersdoneright.com.
Strength, beauty, grit, superior craftsmanship. Our homes have it all. At Montana Custom Log Homes, if you can dream it, we can build it. With 3 divisions and over 50 years experience, we've got you covered. From a showcase home to a small cabin, we make your vision a reality. Because every cowboy wants a castle for his queen. Montana Custom Log Homes, crafting homes that last for generations.
Spring is fast approaching and summer is just around the corner, so now is the time to get those windows tinted at Auto Concepts as the sun starts to heat up. Tinting is the best way to keep the sun out of your little one's eyes driving down the road. Plus, it just looks cool. Auto Concepts is your exclusive 3M dealer for tinting as well as the best clear bras in town. Auto Concepts clear bras will not fade or yellow over time. And don't forget about suspension lifts and power steps for your rig too. Visit AutoConceptsHelena.com or check them out on Facebook. Auto Concepts, the auto enhancement professionals.
Who doesn't love being number one? When your team's dominating the standings, or your favorite band rocks the charts at number one, it feels good, right? Kind of like how it feels when you have auto insurance with State Farm. Because making you feel like number one is an honor your local State Farm agent takes seriously. Through the good times and not so good, your State Farm agent's proud to be here to help life go right.
Call State Farm agent Mike Miller in Helena today. Do you love to look at photos of Montana, from animals to landscapes and more? Are you looking for a place to get your senior pictures or family portraits done? Are you a business owner looking to upgrade the decor in your offices? Well, look no further than Mark LaRoe Photography. Mark has been shooting beautiful photos all across the Treasure State, from rodeos to portraits, and would love to work with you. Visit marklaroephotography.com to see many masterpieces of his work, then give him a call to schedule your own photo shoot. Or to purchase one of his fantastic pieces, stop by Spirit of the Big Sky Gallery on Custer in Helena. marklaroephotography.com.
I'm Brent Vigen, head football coach at Montana State. And this year at the Montana Pro Football Hall of Fame, we're doing more than just celebrating our very best. On Saturday, June 24th at the Billings Hotel and Convention Center, there will be a Speak Up Student-Athlete Mental Health Symposium from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Prominent figures throughout Montana, such as Jim O'Day and Tommy Millott, will offer discussion and collaboration on how to better the mental health of our student-athletes. After 3 Hall of Famers spoke up about their own mental health last year, it became apparent that we prioritize this topic at the Montana Pro Football Hall of Fame. Please join us on Saturday, June 24th, and for more information, go to the website mtfootballhof.com.
Yes, it's true that Montana is a long way from the Gulf Coast, but you can bring that Cajun flavor home with a stop at Cafe Zydeco. From po' boys to classic sandwiches, Cafe Zydeco has all the best Cajun in town. Are you in the mood for seafood gumbo or crawfish etouffee? Maybe you're craving jambalaya with some shrimp and grits. Head in for breakfast, lunch, or dinner, or call ahead for pickup or delivery. Cafe Zydeco will fix all your southern cravings, even on a chilly Montana day. Cafe Zydeco is a proud sponsor of The Jason Walker Show.
Summer, the season to work hard, play hard. The days are heating up and getting longer. The smell of fresh cut grass, the hot sun on your skin. We kidding. We all know you're really thinking about having fun and relaxing at the Copper Club Casino. Meet your friends for a cold one. Play a $5 or $2. When you want great service, cold drinks, and fun entertainment, this is the place. The Copper Club Casino, where everybody knows your name any time of year. On Euclid, across from Molendi Center, the Copper Club Casino.
This is the Jason Walker Show.
Welcome back. Final segment on a Tuesday, Jason Walker Show. Make sure you always go to jasonwalkershow.com to check out our previous shows and what's coming up. And there's a new tab on the right-hand side of the top of the menu. Just check it out. Let me know what you think. We'll get to our trivia question answer, which is stumping people. It's great. Okay, here's the question again before I give you the answer. What is the most hits you can give up if you give up no runs and pitch 1 inning in baseball? At J Walker Sports, let me know. Let's see here. Okay, so I didn't get a chance to watch the game Sunday, and I don't know what the NCAA was thinking with ESPN about putting the women's basketball championship on in the afternoon, competing against, golf and everything. And I know the Iowa Hawkeyes and LSU Tiger fans were jacked. But the great thing is, so was the country. And the best player, man or woman, Caitlin Clark from Iowa, LSU won handily. But I wanted you to hear this. So this is from our good friend Rocky Erickson. Okay? Just listen to this, and we'll talk more about it in a second.
Hello, everyone. This is Rocky Erickson with Montana Sports. Today's sponsor, VisionNet. How much fun was it to watch Caitlin Clark and the Iowa women's basketball team in the recent NCAA tournament? Never in the history of the sport has one player transformed the game. Never has one player made so many fans of women's college basketball. The first to have back-to-back 40-point games in the NCAA tournament. The first to have a 40-point triple-double, something Magic Johnson, Larry Bird, and the GOAT, Michael Jordan, never accomplished. All Caitlin did over 6 NCAA tournament games is average more than 31, plus 10 assists a game and over 5 threes per contest. Her 191 total points, 60 assists, and 8 threes in the title game all tournament records. Plus, it set records for the highest TV rating for women's basketball. No NBA game or men's college game on ESPN came close to Iowa's numbers. And how popular was the Iowa LSU national title game? The cheapest ticket, $658. You can get into the men's title game this evening in the top row for $60. Caitlin's been compared to a female version of Steph Curry. Well, I'd rather watch Caitlin play the game. Opponents call her unguardable. Well, when you hit threes from the half-court logo, how do you defend that? College basketball's three-point line is 20 feet 9 inches. Clark hit 58% of her threes, more than 25 feet from the basket. But what she does even better is pass the ball. Twice during the tournament, Caitlin had scored or assisted in all of Iowa's first quarter points. During those 6 unforgettable games, she represented over 64% of her team's points. And how many young girls from Baker to Eureka will be dreaming to play like Caitlin Clark? I can't wait to call girls basketball games next season. When a player launches a deep three, I'm going to say it was in the range of Caitlin Clark.
That was our good buddy Rocky Erickson talking about Iowa's Caitlin Clark. He mentioned the record numbers for the championship game. 9.9 million for the women's championship game. He brought up the NBA. He brought up men's hoops. The men's game, near record low viewership. Caitlin Clark, wow. And I think she's only a junior. But man, almost 10 million watched the women's championship game. And think about how many more if you'd put it in prime time on Sunday night. That's still a lot for the afternoon. That's awesome. And women's hoops, you know me, I love women's hoops. And I did choose the Class A boys this year only because I thought we were going to get a rematch of last year's state title. It was still a great tournament. But the Havre girls, Dynasty, 5 titles in 6 years. Hardin girls are always there. We know how good Billings Central. Laurel was good this year. And that's just a Class A. And the Eastern A was supposed to be down. But appreciate Rocky Erickson putting that together and sharing it. Unbelievable. All right, should we give you the answer, or should we? No, we'll wait. We'll wait for the walk-off. My wife's out there waiting patiently for this answer of the trivia question. Hey, if you're in the Great Falls area tomorrow, there will be softball. Providence girls softball has played 2 home series on the road. One in Caldwell, Idaho, home against Eastern Oregon. They played Missoula at the University of Montana against British Columbia. They actually get to play at home tomorrow afternoon and Friday as well. It's crazy. You've got the Providence Open track meet. You're going to see a lot of great Frontier athletes up there in Providence or in Great Falls on Friday. That's at 10 a.m. And don't forget tomorrow on the show, Joe Nichols, country music superstar, Joe Nichols. All right, let's do, let's see. On this day in history, it is Wednesday, April 5th, 2023. It is National Go for Broke Day. It is Child Help National Day of Hope. And if you don't know what that is, Google it. It is amazing what they're able to do with kids. Gold Star Spouses Day. National Caramel Day, or Caramel. How do you say it? I say caramel. It is National Read a Roadmap Day. Who reads road maps anymore? My daughter actually does on the way to school. She tells me how to get to school. Got a big Rand McNally Atlas. Deep Dish Pizza Day today. And National Walking Day. Probably going for a walk with the little one later. On this date, 1915, Jess Willard knocked out Jack Johnson after 26 rounds to win the heavyweight boxing title down in Cuba. 25,000 fans at the racetrack to watch it. 1934, baseball superstar Babe Ruth agreed to do 3 15-minute broadcasts a week on NBC for $39,000 for 13 weeks. That was $4,000 more than his Yankees playing contract. 1967, 76er Wilt Chamberlain set the NBA record of 41 rebounds. On this date in 1984, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar breaks Wilt Chamberlain all-time career scoring record of points, not ladies, 31,419 points. I think it's been broke since. I think LeBron did it this year. Yay. Let's see. Gregory Peck, born on this date, 1916, died in 2003. I bring up Gregory Peck because he was in quite possibly one of the greatest cinematic masterpieces of all time, filmed in Bozeman and Livingston. It had Grissom, William Peterson from CSI, Jamie Lee Curtis, Alex English, Dean Alexander was in it. Amazing Grace and Chuck. Cinematic masterpiece. I don't know why it's not in the IMDb top 100 movies of all time. General Douglas MacArthur died on this date in 1964. And I know I've showed the picture before. If I can find it again. Oh, here it is. Well, that's my grandpa. I have the picture somewhere. As Billy Dean would say, somewhere in my broken heart. Oh, here it is. That is my grandpa in the hospital bed with General MacArthur after having his hip shot out in Korea. That was taken in Germany. That picture was actually, it's a family, heirloom. But that picture was taken in Germany. So, and it went across, papers across the states. So, there you go. All right, let's do... I know my wife is out there just patiently waiting for this answer. Let's do this.
We're almost at the end of the show. What did we learn? And what did he miss? Time for the walk-off.
The walk-off is presented by Cafe Zydeco, where the Big Easy meets the Big Sky. Make sure you stop in for the best Cajun this side of New Orleans. And speaking of General MacArthur, Cafe Zydeco absolutely loves our military, our armed forces, our service members, our law enforcement, our EMTs, and first responders. I think I said first responders. They will take care of you. Go in, support Cafe Zydeco. They support a lot of great things in Helena. They have teamed up as well with Impact Montana. So make sure you stop into Cafe Zydeco. Let's see here. Okay, let's give you the trivia question again. Okay, here's the question. What is the most hit? Okay, baseball, pitcher. What is the most hits you can give up and give up 0 runs and pitch 1 inning? Any last second guesses? We've had guesses for 5, 6, and 8. Nobody's got that. The answer is 9. Now, here's how you do it. So you come in as a relief pitcher in an inning, right? You come in with 2 outs, bases loaded. You give up a hit, and a hit. That loads the bases. The next batter hits a line drive that hits a runner before passing a fielder. The runner's out, the batter gets a hit, so that's 4. Okay? And then it'd be 3 outs. In the next inning, you get a hit, a pickoff, hit, pickoff, hit to load the bases. Pitcher gets pulled. Next guy gets out of the inning without allowing runs, and that is it. 9 is the answer. Okay? Think about it. It's kind of, you got to think, it's like the easy one. How many outs in an inning? Most people will say 3, but it's actually 6 because you got the top half and the bottom half. I'm waiting for the text. Oh, that was stupid. From the wife. It's coming. I feel it. All right. Make sure you go to jasonwalkershow.com and click in the upper right-hand corner tab. You're going to like it, I promise. Something new coming. If you missed anything, you can also go to jasonwalkershow.com. Tomorrow on the show, country music superstar Joe Nichols will join us. He's going to be in Helena April 14th. That is just 9 days away. So we get to chat with Joe. That'll be fun. And a whole lot more. We'll have some updates from sports. Maybe. Hopefully. Weather needs to get warm. Warm. Not only, didn't even mention, we just want to get out and golf outside. All right. Join us tomorrow. Jason Walker Show. Have a great Wednesday, and we'll see you tomorrow.
The Jason Walker Show is produced by the Jason Walker Media Company. Any reuse, rebroadcast, or retransmission without the express written consent of the Jason Walker Show is strictly prohibited. Just listen, watch, and enjoy.